Good evening and welcome to the Business Day. I'm Javon Keys. Jamaica is crafting a new tourism strategy. The government has received support from the Inter-American Development Bank IDB to help craft a sustainable way forward for the country's highest foreign exchange earner. Jamaica has set a target of earning $5 billion from tourism by 2025, a feat which means the country has to keep abreast of the global dynamics affecting the sector. From travel patterns to pandemics, Jamaica is now putting together a new way forward to ensure the sector is not left behind.
Together, we enlisted and supervised a cadre of specialized firms and consultants to forge an in-depth diagnostic about the status of the tourism industry in Jamaica, with the results of these efforts informing the design of an updated and renewed Jamaica tourism strategy. For us at the IDB, this moment holds great significance. It highlights our dedication to crafting a resilient and forward-thinking sustainable tourism plan for Jamaica, aligned with our overarching goal and mandate, championing sustainable development that tangibly improves lives.
Tourism Minister Ed Bartlett says the new direction will take Jamaica into the evolving future of tourism.
It took the world 150 years to see the first billion tourists traveling across the world. Now it is anticipated that in the next 25 years, 1.4 billion more tourists will be traveling the world.
He says some important questions must be answered about the future traveler.
Who are they? What are the demographic features that characterize them? What are the psychographic profiles of that demography that has emerged or is emerging? Then what is the geo-economic space from which they are coming? And what then are the cultural traits that they demonstrate? So our strategies have to look at that. As in Jamaica, we are looking at 20,000 new rooms in the next 10 to 15 years.
He says training and other benefits for personnel must also be high on the agenda. Some other news now. The Bank of Jamaica, BOJ, has responded to some of the public discourse after the recent court decision in the matter involving Alliance Investment Management Limited, AIML. Now, all 17 charges under the Proceeds of Crime Act against Alliance Investment Management Limited were dismissed last week in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court. In a release this evening, the central bank says AIML is not a licensee of the central bank. However, the actions were taken in December 2021 to suspend the cambio and remittance operating licenses issued to Alliance Financial Services Limited, which was then linked to AIML. The bank's actions also included the revocation of the authorization granted to Alliance Financial Services Limited to operate in the Bank of Jamaica's fintech regulatory sandbox as a payment service provider. Now, the Bank of Jamaica says it maintains that its actions taken in December 2021 were necessary, as the allegations at the time threatened the good order in the foreign exchange market and payment systems here in Jamaica. Banks and cambios are selling the American dollar for an average $155.88. The Canadian is going for $115.03. $195.78 is the average value for the pound, while the euro is going for $171.61. Meanwhile, the JSE Index gained 1,338 points today, while the Junior Market Index lost 22 points. Among the 56 winners were Lumber Depot, Paramount Trading Jamaica, MFS Capital Partners, Epley and Jamaica Producers. The 46 losers were led by First Rock Real Estate Investments Jamaican dollar shares, T-Tech, Knutsford Express Services, Cygnus Credit Investments US dollar shares, and Cargo Handlers. Now 13 stocks closed the session, selling at the same price they started trading on Monday. And that is it for the Business Day. I'm Javon Keys. Good evening.